Right, we've just got the 3 boxes down from our loft. This contains like Easter and spring decor. I have got a few other pieces that I've got from the charity shop or other stores in the past, say over the last month or so, that I can keep up and use for this season. So what I'm going to do is, this video consists of what I'm sharing, what I have got for Easter, so I'll go through each of the boxes. As I said, I'm going through my Easter and spring decor. Most of it, I believe, in the boxes are actually Easter. The first one is actually the really big tub here. Now, I have actually still got the price on here. This was $9.99 from a store called Rock Bottom, and I started this box last year because the smaller boxes weren't actually ideal for some of the decor pieces, and some of these items I actually brought new last year. TK Maxx had a really good sale on as well. I think it was just before and just after Easter, because I know for a fact that I got some nice Easter baskets. So right, I'll try and remember. This first item I'm sure I got from Home Bargains, and I usually have this up on the mirror in the lounge above the mantle. I think it was something like $3 or $4.99. I don't think it was any more than that, and I'm quite sure it was from Home Bargains. So that is the wreath, and I've got this bucket here. It's actually got Easter eggs in, and this bunny with the little fluffy ears. I've got a feeling, little bunny tails, I've got a feeling this is one of the items. It hasn't got a price on it, but without looking back on my previous videos, I'm quite sure this was maybe a TK Maxx item. As I said, I bought quite a few items from TK Maxx, very reasonable, because they started reducing their stuff before Easter. I have got quite a few little Easter things. Now this one is actually Tesco's. It's the little trees with the little eggs and everything. So I've got that one, and I know there's a couple more in some of the other boxes. These are the sort of things I tend to buy, especially after Easter the previous year. I'm not actually sure where this one actually came from. I don't think it actually says on the back. It could have been Home Bargains, TK Maxx, one of those stores, I think. And it's just these little eggs, rabbits, and the cake cases. And I've got the egg lights. I try and store things in the boxes, the Easter boxes, and I've got these like little chick eggs that you're supposed to put your actual boiled egg in. These, but what I tend to do is, I've had these a number of years from Avon, and what I tend to do is put a little tea light in them rather than a boiled egg. I tend to put a little tea light in those, and I've got a couple of those. So, I've also got some of the sparkly ones. The other ones were more of a matte. They're the sparkly ones. I've also got the red one, the rabbit ones there as well. So as I say, I try and store things within the box, especially when it's things like these, just so it saves room. As I said, there's quite a few Easter baskets. Now this one, I do remember, I've had this one a couple of years, and I'm pretty sure this was like $4.99, this lamb. This is actually our granddaughter's Easter basket. Can't get an awful lot in it, so she normally has a like a little bag or something. I think I got a one from TK Maxx last year. I've got another one this year from another place. So what I normally do is put a little few bits in there because it doesn't hold that much, and then she usually has another bag of sorts to put pieces in as well. I've got a selection of the buckets in here that I used, and some little eggs here. A majority of different pieces are in this one. I've got the little eggs that got on the tree. We've got the spoons for the egg and spoon race and things like that. And I've got a lot of these little rabbits. Now I'm actually getting all these pieces out, but I've got a feeling that my little Easter tea party for family is not going to happen this year, but hey ho, I'm going to still decorate and we'll see what happens. I'll still do the Easter baskets, and I've also got these pegs as well, Easter pegs, and as I said, a number of these little baskets. This bucket actually, and it's got like the little can you see one, like little tag things to put for your Easter egg hunt. This was actually a Marks and Spencer's bucket, but I believe I got this actually from the charity shop, and just like the little chick on that. As I said, if you can store things like this and stack everything really well, this could be a Poundland one, and I tend to have that sometimes on a candlestick. I bought a number of these little Easter nests last year. This is a pack of 2 from Poundland. And I also love these little bunnies as well. And I bought, say, some of these pieces I actually purchased again after Easter, like 15-20p after the season. So that's why a lot of them are not used. And then I bought this plastic egg, and inside it's got some of those carrots. Now I think I got these from 2 different places. There's the glittery ones, which could be something like Poundland, but I do like the plainer ones, which are those that are not sparkly, because they seem a little bit more like realistic small carrots. And these sort of things I've purchased in the past because I like making little gift baskets, or like I like to put like an emery board, nail file in there, hand cream, nail polish, that sort of thing for the ladies. I've got another one of those trees. This is a sparkly one, and this is a Poundland one. Up there. This is another item. I don't know if there's anything actually in this one. No, this is another one that I've got from the charity shop in the past, and basically the wings open and close for the little tin. A granddaughter likes carrying these sort of things around and putting pieces in them. So there's that one, and this is another one. This one wasn't used. It's like that little chick, little basket there. And this is something I purchased after the season. It contains 1 inflatable bunny and 3 inflatable rings, and that's that. So that can be hopefully used, hopefully this year. And yeah, this is something that I purchased last year. Some bunny love show. I just love that. I love anything wood like this. I like that, some bunny love show. And what's here? Oh yeah, to the bunny trail, Hoppy Easter this way. Quite a few of the pieces, I think more maybe in one of the other boxes, I actually got them from Pound World when they were closing down. I got a lot of paper plates, cups, dishes, that sort of thing. And one of my investments, if I remember rightly, that could have been last year, is this rabbit that actually stands by the TV, and for easy packing, it squishes down, but you do actually can pull his legs and can stand quite high. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, you can have him standing up like that. So I wonder if they've got some more of these, but unfortunately I was hoping to go to Home Bargains and have a look and see what they have, but due to the fact everything's going on, I'm staying home, other than if I have to go out for any food, if we're desperate, or any appointments. So what I'm going to do is, that's the first box. I'm just going to put all this back in the box and then I'll go on to the next box. Right, on to now box 2, which is here. Now, it might seem a lot, but I must admit, I have been collecting for a good many years. This is not just sort of over 1 year. This is over a good many years. I must admit, I did buy a couple of new pieces last year from TK Maxx and Home Bargains, which I really did like, that I did share with you. But a lot of pieces have come from Poundland when it was open. I bought quite a lot as it was closing down, Poundland, and quite a few pieces that used to be called Birthdays, and also Card Factory. So this is the next box, so let's just go through this, as I said, quickly. Some of the things, as I said, I purchased straight after the season, just so I've got it in my stash, which includes a lot of the Easter grass. I bought a lot of these from Poundland when it was closing down to put in the baskets. And you might remember a lot of these pieces, what I've shown you in the past. And this was another Poundland item. Hasworth, this set, I got the dishes, I got some cups, I got napkins in the set, and then I did get extra plates, so I had everything that I need for my tea party, which was supposed to be this year, but I'm not sure, as I said, whether it will actually go ahead or not. These little boxes are really, I think, cute. I've had these quite a few times actually, and I think this is the last one. So you can make little sweet boxes out of. That's those. Some more of those nests. So there is certain things I haven't got in here because they're breakable. I've got a few breakables in here that I've seen, and I've got these rabbits. I do like the white set, or the off-white, so I've got these. I usually have these all together. Got that little dish with the rabbit. Got this one that I'm sure came from the charity shop. I think this must have been a Poundland one. So I started going on rabbits last year, and there's the other bit. Just getting all the bits and pieces together. Oh, and that's right. That bit goes on there like so. So that's the bottom bit of that one. And that one, as I said, these couple are mini boxes from Poundland, and what I used to like them, if I put them on a shelf, you can't really tell they're mini boxes, and I used to like them sort of like that together, like that. So they didn't look as though they were mini boxes. This one I've had a number of years. I've just dusted it off. I'm sure this was an Astor one that I got a fair few years ago, which is the little chick. This one, I'm pretty positive, and I'm sure they've had these year after year, was a Home Bargains one. And again, I would like to have got some more, but I think it's very unlikely I'll be going shopping in Home Bargains. But there you are. These I bought a few years ago from Tesco's, and I bought so many of them because they reduced them down to like 10p each. And again, they can make, when I've had my little parties and things at Easter time, it's nice to make little tiny sweetie gift box bags of those. And I know this has got a little bit squished. This was a DIY we did at the craft group. It's like a pom-pom, you know, bunny bum, do I dare say, with the little tail and the feet, and it's got the carrots. It's in one of these little plastic pots. We did these with the kids, and then the 2 of those carrots, and then I've used like the gardening little stake things, and I put carrot patch. So that's something we did last year. Then from Amazon a fair few years ago, I don't know if these still light up. Oh yeah, they do. Got these lights. Don't know if that one's actually showing up, but that one's working okay, like that. So it just changes colour. And again, very often I don't have these going, but again, I like things like in pairs, you know, so you can have them together like that, whatever. See. And then I've just got some of these egg steak little picks in there, and a few more of the different plastic eggs. So that's this one. So I'm just going to put all this back in the box, and then we'll get on to the last and final box. Right, now for the third and final box. Here we are. As I said, it's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle when I pack things up. Plus, it stops them from moving about because they get slightly tilted to go up in the loft. I've got another one of these little trees. Now, this one does actually say birthdays on it, which is now our card factory. And I had quite a few of the different, you know, egg trees as I call them. And I've got this one as well. I got small back grass. This is in the green. And I don't know if everybody remembers, I got quite a few of these last year. These rabbits. I think it was last year, was it the year before? And I know I got a load of these for all the baskets, but I think they're so sweet, so I had that one left over. Sometimes this is quite exciting because some of the things that I haven't put out from year to year, it's lovely to see them again. And I've got these were from Tesco's, 3 Easter picks. Now these are really nice if I was to do my own like dried flowers or silk arrangement, flower arrangements, and I can put one of these picks in, you know, and then after Easter they can take it out and still use the flower arrangement. Again, another little sort of egg cup that I use mostly for tea lights. And this item here was another charity shop item. This little duck with the little, what is it, like trike with the little crate in the front. So these sort of things I don't mind putting out, you know, and I don't mind our granddaughter playing with them. This is one of those items I got from Poundland. Lights up. I usually have that actually in my cubby. I put that one in here. It's one of those what do you call them? The little rabbits, you know. And I collect a lot of these, especially the bears, the Beanie Babies. This is something I must have bought after Easter. It includes 50 quiz cards. It's an Easter game. And again, this is another charity shop buy. I actually bought this one, if I remember rightly, in Cornwall with the rabbit again. And I'm sure that was only like £1, 99p or £1, something like that. And yes, another charity shop rabbit. As I said, especially the nice pottery pieces, it's nice to find things that you can adapt also. Yes, you guessed it. This is another charity shop rabbit, and this is a woolen one, and this is obviously homemade, and I just think it's so sweet with the floppy ears. It's something else we put out for our granddaughter. And then a friend from my craft group knitted me these little woolen chicks I had last year, and it's something our granddaughter actually plays with. And I'm sure this was a Poundland one. Yeah, I'm sure it was. This like little bunny rabbit. This I love. I think it's very sweet, and sometimes I do put a little bow on it. I had this from Amazon. I've found something very similar. Actually, it's bigger in the range, which I do like. And again, I do like things sort of in pairs, so I may try and get another one if I happen to go into the range. Then I have got this one. I'm sure it doesn't say, but I've got a feeling this was something like the Card Factory or Birthday, something like that. This sort of yellow chick. I've got another one. I think these egg cups must have been Poundland. So I've got that one. Right. Okay. Let's lift this one up. This must have been new for bought last year. Now, I'm sure this was TK Maxx. I'm sure it was. It's either TK Maxx or HomeSense because they're all very similar. I think it's TK Maxx, and I paid just £2.50 for it because it's still got the price on the bottom there, and it's this lovely little it's not that small actually, rabbit set, and I think that's really sweet, and for £2.50 I think that is a really good price. I have got another set of those lights, those bunny lights that from Poundland. This is another one, and I am not 100% sure where I got this one from. It's another one of those wooden ones. I do like a lot of wood, as you probably hear me keep saying, and I love this little bunny. As I said, that one and sometimes the others, they actually stand on my mantle, but I have got another one on the mantle at the moment. And then I've just got this hop this way little sign. Again, this must be Poundland. This was a little, one of my first DIYs actually, was this like little bunny picture that I've just done out of different papers, and then I've just added a little like pom-pom tail on there. And then I have this one, which was another one that was new, and I'm sure it was TK Maxx. I haven't got a price on this, but I'm sure it was something like £4, £4 or £5. I may have to go back on my previous videos from last year and find out, but I'm sure it was TK Maxx, and again I got it on clearance. And these sort of things, these pieces make a really big statement, and a lot of people said how last year how they liked them. Funny enough, the older the piece is, the more I can usually remember where I got it from and how much it was. The newer pieces not so much, but I'm sure it was TK Maxx. So I bought quite a few of the larger pieces last year, but I just think it's absolutely gorgeous with the egg. But I will go back and see if I can, or you can see my playlist of spring and Easter. So it probably will be on there. So that's that. So that concludes everything so far from the boxes. I have got a few separate pieces that I don't actually store in my loft, which I've got like a cloche, you call it, that's got some little bunnies in. That's glass, so I don't usually put that up in the loft. But anyway, all I'd like to say is, hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.